Hello everyone. In our immediately preceding video under the heading of what is a momentary agreement between the buyer and the seller, we have drawn this hypothetical imaginary code for an instrument we called XYZ. We suppose that this instrument is liquid and it has a bid and ask or offer. Let's write some numbers here. Let's imagine that the first or the best bid is at 11 and the first or the best ask is at 12, and let's also suppose that the seller wants to sell 1000 shares and the buyer wants to buy 1000 shares. Okay, the buyer can wait to be filled at his price, which is 11, or he may be eager and accept the seller's price at 12. On the other hand, the seller can wait to be filled at his price, which is 12, or he or she may be eager and accept the buyer's bid at 11, or accept to sell his quantity at the buyer's level, which is 11. But what if the buyer insists? What if the buyer insists to buy at 11? And or what if the seller also insists to sell at 12? Well, if that happens, then no trade will take place, and that means no price and no market. If the buyer or the seller insists, then no trade will take place, no price and no market. The buyer and the seller actually can wait forever, wait for their prices to get filled without the existing of the undecided trader. Okay, now we have to talk about the undecided trader. Who is the undecided trader? The undecided trader is anyone monitoring this conflict between the buyer and the seller, and who might turn out to be either a buyer or a seller. The undecided trader put pressure. The undecided trader put pressure on both the buyer and the seller to force them to move, decide, and act faster. And this is a very important word. So the undecided trader put pressure on the buyer and the seller to force them to move, decide, and act faster. Okay, why they will act faster? Because the buyer and the seller know that they are surrounded by a crowd of other traders who may interfere on their deal. In other words, if the buyer knows that if he thinks too much, the undecided trader may come and buy from the seller at 12, and the seller also knows that the undecided trader may turn to be a seller and accept the buyer's price at 11 and sell at a lower price. So now we can say that without the undecided trader, without the undecided trader, no trade will take place, and that means no price, and that means no market. But the existing of the undecided trader actually force the buyer and the seller to act and move faster, and that creates trade, and that means price and market. Thank you so much.